Attention to politics now. ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is in the northwest today. It's part of the party's renewal program, going to engage party structures and also members in the province. The president of the ANC is scheduled to arrive in Mahikeng any moment, I understand. Let's find out if that's happened, if not when it will happen. Pule Letshwiti-Jones, our reporter, is there for us. Hello to you, Pule. Has the president arrived, or if not yet, do we know what time? And what are we expecting in the northwest? Because right now it's a renewal program, but let's not forget, we're not too far away from general elections as well. Very important.
Well, good morning, Gareth. The president hasn't arrived yet. We're expecting, a number of officials from the ANC to be gathering here at the Mabato Convention Centre. Of course, it will be the National Working Committee of the movement, led by national official bearers of the organization. You have branch members as well, and you have regional leaders who will be here. It's just to try and get a sense of the constituency's strength and numbers as well, like you've said, ahead of those elections. This, of course, in preparation for their, proposal and slogan as well, which is renewal and unity of the organization. But of course, this is one town that has been experiencing numerous challenges in relation to service delivery, from not having a lot of water infrastructure to energy crisis issues here, and of course health facilities decaying. Why I say that is because there's also been one incident where newborn babies at the Bophelong Hospital here in Mahikeng were put inside boxes and not necessarily cubics or incubators. And the National Department, the Health Department in this province issuing a statement saying this is something that has to be looked into. But we get a sense that this is a problem that emanated from back in 2018. There's been a shortage of incubators as well. So those are some of the challenges that are, of course, at the fore of what is happening here in this area. But the ANC members will, of course, be travelling around the province of the Northwest. Tomorrow again, the National Working Committee will be meeting the Provincial Executive Committee of the ANC from this province. But of course, there's been quite a lot of provinces which have been flagged by the Auditor General not to be performing well in this province. Of course, municipalities include the Tsobotla municipality, where we understand workers haven't been paid as well. So that municipality has been experiencing cash flow issues, but also, the organization in this province has been experiencing a lot of challenges, where we've seen some officials from areas such as Mamusa municipality being suspended, others expelled due to different reasons as well. So I guess that's what the president will be trying to organize when coming to this province here today, particularly in Mahikeng.
It's going to be very interesting as we watch not just Mahikeng, where you are at the moment, but the Northwest Pule as a province as well, because of course all of us were covering the ANC elective conference last year. That when we were into December, of course, we were getting reports, widely reported on this channel as well, of course, about issues with the ANC NEC in the province. Pule, I hope you can hear me. The National Executive Committee in the province. A lot of upset members of the ANC about how the NEC, the National Executive Committee of that province, was put together as well. So there's a lot of internal politics that also needs to be ironed out before next year's elections.
Yes, definitely. Recently, we saw the provincial committee, the provincial conference that elected, of course, the top 5 in the province, including the new chairperson, Nona Malloy, after the reigns of the former premier of this province, Supra Mahumapil as well. And they've been trying to get their house in order here in the province. But earlier on, when I spoke to the spokesperson, he did, of course, admit to the fact that the province was still experiencing numerous challenges related to service delivery as well. And I guess this will be one item that will be intensively discussed as well, to try and get a sense of what is going on in terms of regional politics and on the ground as well. There's been a lot of as, for lack of a better word, misbehaving from some of the members of the ANC in the province. As we've seen, some of them have been suspended from the party as well for numerous things that they had done wrong, which are not in line with the constitution of the organization. And that might also be one of the things that the president will be discussing. But when you look at the overall view of what's happening in the Northwest, we've seen also the incident of one councillor in Matlosana who was accused of statutory rape as well, and also going through court cases. One thing the president may have to do is to instill discipline as well, and a constant reminder to the officials in this province of what the organization is about, but also not to forget the people. I mean, when you come in Mahikeng, you can see service delivery is something that hasn't been prioritized for quite some time. Speaking from potholes to street lights not working to other factors which communities have been stressing about. Of course, one also being unemployment in this province as well. The Premier has committed himself to reassuring residents that he would be trying to bring investors into the province. He did say this as well at the recent event that took place in Matlosana, Freedom Day event, recommitting himself to trying to implement measures that would speak to some of the challenges of this province. So the president being here also will speak to that as well, to see what are some of the things that can be reintroduced to try and speak to the challenges of this province, but also particularly in this area where we are in Mahikeng.